Well, hello everybody. I haven't been around in quite some time. I think my last vlog was from New York City, which was in December. Today is, what is it? February 13th, so the day before Valentine's Day. And I was gonna say potentially the biggest life update, but it is for sure the biggest life update that I have ever had to share. And I kept putting off this video because I wanted to make it perfect or like cinematic or make it like this huge ordeal, because it is a big deal. But at the end of the day, I kept thinking like, you're just losing time, and I want to be able to remember this time to like just get the camera out and start. So I'm sharing that I'm pregnant. I am still so shocked by saying those words out loud. I have not even really come to terms with it yet, but it is the biggest blessing that we have just prayed for so long. I'm gonna not get emotional. I'm gonna try not to get emotional, but it is just something that we have been so excited to share, and just between the two of us have talked about it a lot. And we did this for a while after we got married too. We would just randomly look at each other and be like, can you believe we're married? Like, oh my gosh, we're married. Like, it doesn't feel real. Well, this absolutely doesn't feel real. Yeah, I just wanted to have some documentation and like a little video diary of the process and this whole time in our lives. So yeah, I don't really know what this vlog is going to turn into, or if I'm even going to put it out there at any point, but I knew that this is something that I wanted to have for myself to look back on. So there it is, the life update. We found out December 6th, which was coincidentally a couple days after we got back from New York City. So if you watch the New York City vlog, I was pregnant in New York City and had no idea. I was feeling fine, didn't feel weird at all whatsoever, and got back home. We got back home on a Wednesday, and then I had to go into the office on Thursday for a work get together. So we basically just like hit the ground running when we got back. And then that Friday at the end of the week, Lad had some kind of a dinner to go to with a friend or something, and so he ended up leaving. And I was here at the house by myself, and I just happened to think like, I'm a couple days late, like 2 or 3 days late, but that's not entirely unusual for me, especially if we've been traveling. So I kind of thought like, just for the heck of it, I'll take a test. And I did. I actually took like 5 tests and they were all positive, which is just incredible. I was so shocked, and of course I told Lad as soon as he got back home. It was just a whirlwind how we found out, and without going into too much detail, we have been trying for the past year. It was, I think, a year and 1 month. It was a year in October, and apparently I got pregnant around the end of November. So yeah, I am 14 weeks this week, so I'm just over 3 months, and I just can't even say like how big of a blessing. You can see like I'm ear to ear smiling all day every day. Both of us are so overjoyed and so happy and so just blessed and thankful and like all the things. So yeah, that's where we're at today. Again, it's the day before Valentine's Day, so 14 weeks this week, and luckily, I don't even know, I guess I'm God's favorite, I'm not sure, but I have felt quite literally 0 symptoms, nothing. I have had absolutely no morning sickness, no sickness at all. I may have had, tiny like food aversions. I'm kind of going through like a seafood thing where seafood sounds really bad to me right now. But other than that, like literally I'm in no pain, no discomfort. I've had no like spotting, nothing, which is crazy. It's just, I know that stuff will come. And obviously I can feel signs that my body is changing already. I don't really have a bump yet per se, but nobody could tell that I have a bump. And also like I've never been a teeny tiny girl, so I feel like on smaller girls bumps will show up like earlier. So I don't know, I've always known that like I'm gonna be one of those girls that like I may not look pregnant for a while, which is totally fine with me, even though I'm really excited about the bump and like I can't wait to dress the bump and all the things. Anyway, when we found out, obviously it was right before Christmas time, and it was really early on, so we talked a lot about like, do we want to tell anybody yet? Do we want to tell our family? Because it was really early, and obviously, you know, I had kind of had it in my mind that I wanted to make it through the first trimester and like, you know, all the things. So we decided at Christmas to tell our parents, because no matter what happened or what ended up happening, we wanted this baby to be celebrated and loved just like we felt we were celebrating and already just loving this baby so much. So at Christmas time, we told my mom, his dad, his stepmom, and then we actually flew out to Florida, to Amelia Island on Christmas Day to see my dad and my stepmom, to tell them. And luckily we kind of had Christmas as a cover of like, oh, we just, you know, want to fly down for Christmas and see you for Christmas, you know. So it didn't seem incredibly suspicious, but we made a trip and told them. Up until maybe a couple weeks ago, our parents were the only people that knew. And we actually did our gender reveal last week, on Tuesday last week, and we found out that it's a girl, and I'm so excited and surprised. Honestly, both of us thought it was gonna be a boy. Why? I'm not really sure, but we had just talked to some people that said, oh, I've had 3 kids, and like with my boys, I was never sick, like I felt great, blah, 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 but then with my girl, I was really, really sick. And so I think that kind of got in my head, and I was thinking, oh, because I felt really good, it must be a boy. But then again, my mom had a really easy, beautiful, simple, like, I don't know, sickness-free pregnancy, which she was very blessed with, and then here I am. So obviously it goes either way, and every single pregnancy is different. It doesn't mean that I'm just gonna feel great this entire pregnancy, and if I get pregnant again in the future, I may feel horrible, you never know. So anyways, we were really surprised, and just, I still haven't really like let that sink in that it's a girl, and I'm just so excited to celebrate either way. And I was gonna be so thrilled, obviously, either way with whatever it was. And I honestly kind of always thought I would have a boy first. I don't know why. And then would have a girl, that way she had an older brother to look up to and like all the things. But my stepmom is actually an older sister, and she loved it. She loved having little brothers and like siblings and stuff. So this is it's just a dream come true any way around it, and just whatever happened, we're gonna be so excited and thankful, and just really enjoying this season of life regardless. So we're gonna be parents. I feel so just in a way like unprepared, but also in another way like I have prayed so hard for this, and I knew we were ready, we were trying, we've been married for 2 years, we have enjoyed every minute of marriage and just our relationship, and I knew that was something that I wanted. We were engaged for, we got engaged in January of 2022 and got married in September, so we had a little bit of a shorter engagement, but we've been together for so long. We got back together in 2018 and have been dating for all that time. We dated in high school for 2.5 years, so like we have known each other and been together for a very, very long time. But I knew marriage was obviously going to be a new chapter that we wanted to experience together, and like just be selfish in our life and like love each other and be able to travel anytime we wanted to. And so that's what I always thought, was that I wanted to be married for a little while and enjoy that chapter before trying for kids. And we did that. We really did. We traveled, we have enjoyed having this house together, and we just knew we were ready. We knew 100% we were ready. So obviously when we started trying in October of 2023, we had no idea how long it would take. I had stopped birth control for quite a while before that, and you know, I've heard that can take your body some time to like reset. So anyway, we obviously tried month after month, and I would say, and in my opinion, I could be wrong, but I feel like I never really got stressed out about it. I was very much trying to keep the mindset of like, when it's meant to happen, it'll happen. Like God's timing over everything, it's just gonna be perfect either way. And I tried to keep that mindset and that attitude, because I've heard when you start feeling stressed out about it or like putting pressure on it, it affects your relationship, it affects your marriage, and it can, like, stress is just not good in any way, shape, or form. So I really thought we did a good job with that. However, when we hit a year, which was October of 24 this past year, I was like, okay, like what's going on? And we decided to go ahead and take the step of like making a doctor's appointment. My OB, or my gynecologist at the time, now she's my OB, she set us up with a referral to a fertility clinic, and I was fully prepared to have to go down that route, and was very accepting of that. And so we had an appointment scheduled in December. Actually, it was the week after we found out. I think it was the Thursday after. So yeah, just all this stuff. We found out there may be a reason we thought that we had not gotten pregnant yet. We found out, and I actually got this phone call on the very same day that I found out I was pregnant, on December 6th. I got a phone call that Friday morning and found out that I have a non-cancerous brain tumor that is growing on my pituitary gland, which obviously affects your hormones. And the way that we found that, my gynecologist, whenever we set up an appointment with her and had been trying for a year, she did some blood work and was checking some hormones and different things like that, just starting to look into some levels in my body and some different stuff that was going on. So we found out I have a hormone called, everybody has a hormone called prolactin, but my prolactin was extremely elevated, like way elevated. And so that kind of threw a red flag for her, and she called me after that and said, I don't want to alarm you, but a lot of times when I see this type of elevated level, it's because of a pituitary growth. And so she sent me to get an MRI on my brain. I think I did that in early November, and then obviously by beginning of December, those results had come back and those images had come back. And my nurse called that Friday and said that I do in fact have a growth, which in a way, as weird as this sounds, I was almost relieved, because I knew there was a reason for that hormone being so elevated. If it had come back and been like, no, obviously I would have been thankful for that as well, but it would have kind of added to the mystery of like, what's going on? Like, why haven't I been able to get pregnant? So anyways, I kind of accepted that as an answer and at least a step forward to be like, okay, well, what now? Like, what doctor do I need to go to? So she sent me up with a referral to an endocrinologist. Unfortunately, like with all doctors in Nashville pretty much, she was booked out for months and months and months, and the soonest she could see me was February 25th. So still in 2 weeks, like I haven't seen a doctor about this brain tumor, which is crazy to me that something is growing in my brain and like nobody wants to see me over that, which is a little bit scary, but anyway, so I go see that doctor in 2 weeks, and obviously all of that ended up being just like not even a factor, because the same day I got that phone call, I found out that night that I was pregnant, and we haven't done anything. We haven't had any intervention. We haven't done any type of treatments. Like nothing has changed, and it was just purely God's timing. And it gives me so much peace, because it really means that like this baby was meant to be here and we were meant to be her parents. It's just so special. That's all I can say. It's just like, it's so special. I'm so thankful, and I'm just like, it's hard for me to speak the words out loud, because I'm like, I must be talking about someone else. Like, am I talking about myself? It's so strange. So yeah, that has been our journey for the past year or so, a little bit over a year. Like I said, I do go see an endocrinologist here at the end of February, and my doctor, my OB, I keep calling her my GYN, but now she's my OB. She said, you may see her and they may not even do anything for the brain tumor until after you give birth. I think there is a medicine that we researched that is safe to take while you're pregnant that can help shrink the tumor, which she said that would likely be the first thing they would try anyway, but we may or may not be doing that while I'm pregnant, I guess, is moral of the story. So yeah, exciting times in the Caldwell house. I'm just absolutely beside myself, and wanted to document some of the process for me so that I can look back on this and just remember this time of being so in love, just so in love with Lad and so in love with this baby girl. Our family is so excited and celebrating with us every step of the way. Our parents have been so funny. They're like, when can we tell people? Like, when when is it okay to say anything? We're like, not yet, like let us make it through. Obviously we made it through the first trimester, which was amazing, and I'm so grateful. And now we're at 14 weeks, so we still have some people to tell. We have some aunts, uncles, cousins, you know, some extended family to tell, and then I still have some friends to tell, which, oh my gosh, I'm so excited. I'm meeting my 2 best friends next Friday of next week, and having dinner with them. They live away from me, which is so sad. One of them lives in Jackson and the other lives in Paris, Tennessee, so I hardly ever get to see them in person, which is just heartbreaking for me, but we're still super close, and I've talked to them. I have like FaceTimed them, you know, and haven't been able to say anything because I want to tell them in person. It's been such a hard secret to keep, and they're probably gonna be so mad at me for waiting so long, but I wanted it to be an in-person type of thing. So I get to see them next week and tell them. So with all that being said, this vlog is probably gonna be posted like way down the road because I have some people to tell, but I just wanted to start this video. Like I said, I was overthinking it and, you know, trying to make it some big deal, but like I just wanted to pick up my camera and start this like diary for myself. So I'm excited. We are celebrating all the love in this house. I've been wearing pink, and this has taught me like I don't have a lot of pink stuff, so I'm definitely gonna get some more. I'm actually about to have to get on a work meeting, and the reason I was in the floor, I just walked for a little while and I was sitting in the floor doing my stretches. I've been trying to walk every day, stretch every day, like keep these hips and stuff just healthy, and that's what I was doing just now. And obviously I'll show you in a little bit, but my office, how it is right now, is gonna be her nursery, and I just bought the first little piece for her nursery, or pieces, I have 2 of them. These little cute bow hooks that I feel like might go right there, but I'm not sure. Yeah, I just sit in here in my office and work all day and basically just like visualize what her nursery is gonna be like, and it just feels magical. Like I have no other words. Well, hello, welcome back. I think the last thing I filmed was last week sometime, so it's a whole probably week later or close to a week later, and I have some updates to share, and I'm very excited to share. First of all, happy Wednesday. I don't know what day this is going to be posted on, but it's Wednesday, and I just finished my last meeting of the morning with work, so I have a little bit of a break, and it's actually so cold here today. It snowed last night overnight, so we woke up to like this winter wonderland. This, I don't even want to call it a winter wonderland because I'm sick of it, quite frankly. This is the second time this year it snowed. We had a big snow in January and I'm just sick of it. I'm so ready for summer and warm weather, so much so that every day when I've been walking on my walking pad, I turn on YouTube videos and just watch like Greta, Wilson, Natalie, like all of their like travel vlogs to Florida, and well, they live in Florida, but travel vlogs to like St. John's and like all these different tropical places. That's the only thing giving me any type of serotonin right now because it has just been so gray and gloomy and cold, and it's really starting to affect me, like not gonna lie. Even though as I sit here with my iced coffee, which is decaf by the way, but I just wanted the flavor of a coffee this morning. That's another thing I've been trying to do since finding out that I'm pregnant, is just limit my caffeine intake. I was a 1 cup a day every day kind of girl, and now I'm trying to space it out and like not drink it every day, and certainly not more than 1 cup. So this is decaf, but it's still pretty good. And yeah, so I came into my closet today to show you a few things. One, I finally bought something for the baby that's not for her room. I have those little hooks that I showed you for her room, but I actually went and bought a couple little like onesie things at Target. I'm like, look how small. These are newborn size. Look at this one. It's like a beach, has seashells, and then there's another one that has starfish on it. Isn't that so cute? And then I bought her little headband. Oh my gosh. I literally can't stand it. They're so small and so cute. it hurts me. Like, I'm so excited, and I already just love her so much that it just hurts my chest to even think about it, which it's all I think about. So also, my grandmother shipped us one of those bedside bassinet things to use, and I have to admit, I laid her onesie down in the bassinet just to look at it, and I started crying. It was the cutest thing I've ever seen. So anyway, I was gonna share that. Second thing, I just did a purchase from a good friend of mine's boutique called Ivy Lee. She is located in Paris, Tennessee. She's actually a friend of a friend. But I've met her several times, and she's super sweet. Can't say enough good things about her. And she just released her spring drop for her shop. And so I was looking online, picking out some things, and trying to keep in mind that I think I already have a baby bump a little bit. Not a big one, but like, I'll show you. I have shorts on, so I'm not gonna flash you, but like, I don't know if you can even tell. Maybe not, and I don't know. I know everybody's so different, but I feel like she's there a little bit. And I was already thinking whenever the weather gets warmer, which hopefully is soon, I am gonna have to have some bump-friendly outfits and dresses and stuff. So that was the plan, is just basically to stick with dresses, because I'm already getting annoyed with like pants and waistbands and stuff. So I placed a big order from Ivy Lee and got some really cute dresses that I wanted to share. Okay, so first up, this is the Poppy baby doll dress in the color red. And I got this in a size large, which is my like true to size. I just get a large and everything. And I will say this is very forgiving. I'm hoping, I'll try to back this up a little bit so you can see. I don't know if you'll be able to see all of it. Anyway, it's a baby doll dress with really pretty poppy flowers on it. It's kind of a there you go, maybe you can see that, mid-length. Super cute. It has pockets, which, like, anything that has pockets I'm a sucker for, but I just love the flower print. I think it's girly. That's another thing, since finding out that I'm having a girl, I find myself wanting to be more girly and like flowery and pink and like, I don't know, just dress more girly than I'm used to. So this is the Poppy dress. I'm really excited. It has these cinched sleeves here, so you can kind of ruffle them up as you want to. But I think this is going to be an essential for spring, mainly because it's so oversized. And can you see? Maybe she's there a little bit. Anyways, you'll have room to grow if you have a bump, or just enjoy that type of fit, which is what I prefer. I don't like tight dresses, so this one's perfect. And this cute little mock neck up here. So cute. Okay, next we have the Berry Blossom dress, also in a large. Very similar shape to the first one. Let's see if you can see. I think it's so cute. Again, such a girly, fun print. And another little mock neck situation, which I think is really cute. Yeah, this one is also really oversized. So I feel like in both of these dresses, I could have worn a medium for sure, but it would have fit me now, and I want this to fit me when my belly is a little bit bigger. So I think these will be perfect. It's not tight on the sleeves. You can kind of push them up if you want to, but this part is not tight, which I like. So I do have another dress that is on pre-order that will be shipping, I think, end of April, but I wanted to go ahead and show you these dresses that I do have. So this one's on pre-order. It's called the Fawn Florals Baby Doll Dress in blue. So I hope you can see that. It's got a blue, that's Caitlin, by the way. She's so precious. I love her. It's kind of got a blue print with like a corally orange trim around it, which I just think is so cute, so summery. So I do have this one on the way. Again, I got a large in this one, and I'm really excited to get it, but I don't think it's going to ship until end of April. She is also a big pockets fan. I mean, who doesn't love a good pocket on a dress? So that one is coming, but I don't have that yet. And then the last two things are actually shirts that I want to show you. Okay, this one is going to be another summer cutie. This top is called the Jennings Stripe Blouse in blue. So it's very tunic, very oversized. Again, I got it in a large, but could have done a medium, just planning for the months ahead. But I just love anything blue and white. Just gives me like coastal beachy vibes, and then I love a Kelly green too, so this is just too perfect. This is the length, so very oversized. You could even like tuck it in a little bit, and I just think the color and the fit is really cute. Again, this little kind of mock neck situation that I think is really girly and kind of like preppy as well, which I like. So it has these little cinch sleeves here. But yeah, I love this. I think it's going to be really cute for summer. The material is really nice too. I don't know how to explain it, but it's not cotton, but it's not spandex. It is kind of stretchy a little bit. I don't know if you can like hear. I don't know if that helps any, but really nice material. I think it'll be really easy to wash and super cute. This will be really cute with white pants too. Okay, and last but not least, I think this top is just super girly and I'm so here for it. This pattern and this print are so cute. I love, love, love like the ruffled sleeves up here, and I love how she did different, well, I say like Caitlin made this, she ordered this, she sourced it, but I love the different patterns here that are both like so springy, but somehow they work together. Again, another thing about being pregnant, I'm so out of breath all the time. Like I'm not doing anything but trying on clothes and I can hardly breathe. I'm so out of breath. Anyways, big, bump friendly. Again, this is a large. I got everything in a large, but I think this is too cute. This would also be really cute with white pants and sandals, or just blue jeans, and it would be really cute with a tan, which I don't have right now because Nashville is covered up with snow. Oh, I don't think I mentioned, we're going to the beach next week with a couple friends of ours, which I'm so excited about. I am so desperate to see the sunshine and just to get some vitamin D. I think this little baby needs some vitamin D. Like she's cold in there. So anyways, all this stuff is probably coming with me to the beach next week because I think it's gonna be perfect temperatures for it. I think the highs are in like the upper 60s, lower 70s. So not like hot, but warmer than it is here because it's like, I think it's like 30 today, the high, or 33 maybe. Regardless, we're going to the beach and I'm so excited. So I am probably going to pack all of that stuff to come with me. And then I did get a few new things from Target. One being swimwear. I was already nervous about swimwear for this summer. I don't really know how much I'm gonna be in a swimsuit this summer, but if it were up to me, I just want to spend all my time being pregnant like in the sun in a pool somewhere on a float. So if I have anything to say about it, I will be in a swimsuit a lot, but I could already tell my swimsuits, I didn't really wear any last year, and I could already tell like even those from last year, like years before, were starting to not fit me, even like before I was pregnant. So it was just time for some new ones. So I did get a couple, just a few. First one is just this really cute classic black one piece. Very simple, nothing crazy. It has this little gold shell there that I actually really liked, but just classy. Not sure if I'm gonna be like romping around in a bikini this summer or not, but if I don't want to do that, that's an option. And then I did get a couple others, which I'm like, I don't know about this one, but we'll see. Mainly, I got it because I like the top and I like the print on the top. I think that's so cute. Also, my thought was these types of tops, although they're like really teensy and I don't really love these to be honest, but they're gonna be the easiest to like adjust to fit. You know what I'm saying? Like you can kind of grow with suits like these. So that was the thought. The bottoms are those like string bottoms, which again, I don't really know how I feel about that, but I loved the print and I knew that those could be really adjustable. So hopefully that works in my favor. And then I also got another little string top in this pattern, which I thought was really cute. It's kind of giving me like retro 70s, but again, everything's adjustable, which I think could be good for me. These are in size larges, by the way, if that helps anybody. But another little top, and then these bottoms are just like regular bottoms, so maybe that will be a little bit better. We'll see what I actually end up wearing. And then I found these pants that are so cute. I know these like kind of pajama pants, these are linen, but those are kind of in right now, as well as like the boxer short situation. These pants are actually in a double XL, one because that's all they had, and I thought they were really cute, and I was like, well, they do have a drawstring, so I mean, even now, like I had to cinch them in a good bit, but I'm thinking with a belly, these might be cute. So I don't know, I actually heard that Walmart has a lot of good stuff like this right now. So we're going home this weekend. I may make a trip to Walmart and see if they have anything I like better and just return these. TBD, we'll see. And then last but not least, in the theme of like wanting to wear dresses this summer, I did get this little tank top bodycon dress situation. I think this would be really cute to dress the bump. I don't know, just to be, if it's a hot summer, which I'm so ready for warm weather, but I think it would be cute, easy to wear. You could wear it with like tennis shoes. So I'm so out of breath. So yeah, that's it for the haul as of right now. Like I said, I do have that other dress on the way, but it's definitely not going to get here for quite some time. I feel like there was something else I was going to say to the vlog, but I don't remember, and I'm out of breath and I want to sit down and I'm hot. So bye for now. So I just want to say really quick, if you are on a journey to try to conceive, or if you have been on that journey for a while, I know the feeling. We are blessed that we only had to try for a little over a year. I know some people, and some people that I know very closely, have had to try for a lot longer than that and have had to go through IVF or anything else to get pregnant. I know that there are many women out there that are unable to bear children at all. And yeah, I just want to say, like, my heart goes out to every woman and every partner that is on that journey, because it's a long one, it's a scary one. There's a lot of feelings, at least from my own perspective, that, you know, you go through, like, is it me? Is it my fault? Is something wrong with me? And that can be really overwhelming and scary. So even though we are finally here now and I couldn't be happier, it just makes me think of all the women that aren't there yet. And I was definitely the woman that, you know, had to look at everybody else's Instagram posts or Facebook posts about announcing their pregnancy, and I just looked at those and was like, why not me? Like, why is this happening for everybody else and it's like not happening for us? I didn't understand. We just prayed a lot about it, and it was really hard sometimes to like just remain faithful and to know that like God has a plan. And I'll maybe share more about it later, but there were so many things along the way that I had prayed for very, very specifically that, you know, I asked God to show me something very specific, like a number, and I just wanted to know that it would happen for us in the future. And, you know, that maybe the answer was not right now, but at some point in the future, like, this will happen. And so ever since I started praying those specific prayers, I started seeing those things I asked for just repeatedly. And so I took that as a sign of like, just be patient, like wait, you know, enjoy your season of waiting and like stay faithful. And we did, and it all worked out for us. And I'm just continuing to pray, obviously, for a healthy baby and a healthy pregnancy, healthy delivery, like all the things. But all that to say, my heart goes out to those that are on the journey, because that was me. And I had trouble seeing the light at the end of the tunnel. And this, even though we were planning and praying and like doing all the things, this was still such a surprise, because I had received some medical news that I thought explained why we hadn't gotten pregnant. So when we did, and when I found out, it was just overwhelmingly a God thing. So if you're on that journey, just continue to pray. That's all you can do. I will pray for you, and just know that I know the feeling, and I know some people and some women have to wait much longer than others. But yeah, I love you, and I pray for those that are on your journey out there, that you would also one day have the happy, healthy baby that you've prayed for.